This pilot actually fell asleep at an altitude of 10,000 meters. When he woke up, he discovered with horror that the plane had already deviated from its course. Even more unfortunately, the plane's fuel was about to run out. He immediately had the radio operator call headquarters for rescue, but as soon as the operator connected to the radio, they heard Japanese voices. Frightened, they quickly turned off the radio. To reduce the plane's weight, the pilot had the bombardier dump all the bombs into the ocean. After 10 minutes, they tried again to contact headquarters, but still couldn't get through. Seeing the fuel was about to run out, the pilot had no choice but to tell everyone to put on life jackets. He then made an emergency landing in the Pacific Ocean. Although the plane successfully landed on the sea surface, seawater kept rushing into the cabin. The pilot quickly opened the hatch and escaped, then took out the life raft and began inflating it. However, Jack's seatbelt malfunctioned at this moment. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't open it. In an instant, he sank into the water. By the time the pilot came to his senses, he realized the plane had disappeared. At the last moment, Jack finally unfastened his seatbelt. But before they could grab any supplies, the plane quickly sank to the bottom of the sea. After returning to the surface, they all sat together in the small life raft. Little did they know, what they would face next would be an even greater disaster. Despite shivering from the cold, they could only hug their arms for warmth. Soon, the second day arrived. The pilot stayed awake all night looking at the endless ocean because he knew that surviving without food and water would be a huge challenge. But Jack and Mike slept like pigs. After the pilot woke them up, the two actually started playing games happily. They optimistically believed that rescue would surely come to save them. But by nightfall, rescuers still hadn't appeared. They finally realized the seriousness of the situation. At this point, the pilot felt unbearably thirsty, so he took out his shoe and caught his own urine.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me, Chief.
The pilot didn't care because he understood that staying alive was more important than anything. Soon, the third day arrived. Mike seemed to have discovered something. He quickly stabbed forcefully into the water with his knife. The next second, a shark from the sea actually jumped directly into Jack's arms. He immediately held the shark tightly. Through the coordinated efforts of the three men, the shark stopped breathing. Finally, the hungry men had a filling meal. After eating their fill, they began cleaning the blood from the life raft. But what they didn't expect was that the smell of blood in the water actually attracted a large number of sharks.